There's a good chance that the way you are going about acquiring clients for your SMMA is totally wrong, or at least outdated. Okay, and I'm going to walk you through the exact model in which to avoid that's still getting taught today, and the new model that you need to focus on to avoid the pitfall. By the way, my name is Aiden Reilly. I run a growth consultancy called High Income Society. We build in house client acquisition systems for B2B businesses, okay, online businesses. Now, the old model really came up about, well, I mean, it's always been around, but the old model, at least for like online of acquiring clients, probably popped up around like 5 to 6 years ago. Okay. Now, it's not wrong. And I'm going to take you through it. Okay. So the old model really was, let's see if I can get this old. Okay. So this is the old model. And the old model was to go after a niche. Okay. So N, and this could be like dentists, chiropractors, the typical ones that people are going after, right? That are absolutely flooded, med spas, just flooded, right? So okay, so those are the like typical ones. Even just gyms, you know what I mean? Like absolutely flooded markets. So they have like the niche, plus you're taught maybe do like anywhere from like 30 to 50 outreaches per day. So 30 OR, okay, and then from there, maybe you get, let's say, like 3 to 5 calls booked. This was back in the day, 3 to 5 calls. Okay. And that was typical. Okay. This is what was the bare minimum that you needed to do if you just had a good offer to go to the market with, right? This is before people were really getting into the online marketing space, like heavily. And you'd probably be able to get like maybe one, even to two clients from this model, right? And this was pretty standard. And then most people would just ride the wave. They get a couple clients, they get some referrals. These like old school, I'll say old school type of agencies that even I'm working with now as our clients, they kind of rode this wave. Maybe they did a little bit of outreach, they did some work for some people that they knew, and then they just rode the wave of referrals. And then at one point, they're like, we kind of want to grow. We're not really growing as fast as we'd like to. The referrals aren't amazing, but we'd like to have a process to acquire clients and keep a pipeline full. How do we do that? Well, you can't do that with this old method. Okay, this is actually like the Sam Ovens method. Now, Sam's not wrong. Okay, this is 100% same model that can still work, but the game has changed. Okay, the game has changed a lot. And because the way that the internet works and online marketing works and innovation works, there are new things that are coming into play, such as AI, automation, all these other games. So, what that means is the volume game is that much more important to really understand. So, you need to be putting out more than everybody else. Okay. And for a lot of people, they're like, well, how do I do more? I do 100 a day, like I'm exhausted and stuff like that. Now there is the grind, right? If you're a business owner, you're gonna have to grind it out in the initial stages. It's part of it, but it doesn't mean that you need to be in the trenches all the time to get to X amount of book calls, X amount of book clients or close clients. So what you want to be doing, and I'll just erase this. So this is the old model, or actually maybe we can kind of just go to the side over here. Let's go over here. Okay. So the old model, or the new model, I should say. So we'll say new. Oh, one sec. I'm doing this on my phone as a tablet at the same time. So new model, okay, is gonna look like this. Okay, so the new model, really what it's looking like is you need a sub niche, so SN, and what that really looks like is a category within a niche itself. Okay, so if you were going after e-commerce companies, maybe it could be like um, eco-friendly eco-friendly clothing or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's sustainable type of material manufacturing e-commerce companies that focus on being green. Okay, that is, it's not just like fitness apparel, it's eco-friendly fitness apparel, right? And you're going after those brands, right? So that'd be a sub niche out inside of like fitness, right? So there's fitness, and then there's a sub niche of like fitness apparel, and then there's like eco-friendly fitness apparel, and that is a sub niche of fitness apparel. Okay, you get that? It's like a tree. You could branch it out, and there'd be all these different sub niches underneath it. Okay, that's where you're kind of at now. finding sub niches that are popping up. Okay, so you have a sub niche, and then you're gonna have higher volume now. Okay, so you need to minimally be doing 100 outreaches per day. Okay, from one person alone, minimum. Okay, even 150 would be better. Okay, from that, that's probably where you're gonna be able to see, let's say, like out of 100, if it's a good offer, anywhere from like maybe 5 to 10 calls booked, right? And I'm being generous, maybe even like 5 to 8, right? Let's say like 8 booked, 5 to 8 calls booked, something like that, right? And that's pretty typical as of right now. Again, if your offer is solid enough, you could probably get away with that. And then from that, you'll probably be able to see like maybe 1 to 2 clients from that. Okay. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, dude, I don't want to do 100 outreaches all day and then fulfill for these clients and just have this pipeline going all by myself. And then what do I do? What do I actually do? I know that's going to be something that's strenuous for you, and I get it. Okay, believe me, I get it. But if we take a look here, okay, notice what's changed. We went from just targeting one big niche, no more chiropractors. Okay, we're going into a sub niche. Okay, and you can't really do low volume anymore. I mean, you can stay consistent, but if you want to get clients faster, you need to do higher volume. Okay, and from that, I mean, the calls, they're probably going to stay relatively the same. I mean, you can get within that range, maybe like 5 to 8, like I said, for every 100 with the new model. Ideally, you're looking for 1 to 2 clients. Okay. Just get your feet off the ground. Or if you're just implementing a new model, let's say you're a traditional agency that's been around, but you're implementing like a new outbound type of model for acquiring clients, then yeah, maybe you're going to have to get your feet wet just with 1 to 2 new clients from this model with 100 outreaches minimally. Now, again, you're a business owner. You do not need to be the one doing all this type of outreach. You have enough on your plate. So, what is the solution to that? Well, I'm glad you asked because what we need to do is we need to chat about how you need a team. Okay, so you need a team. Okay, plus systems. I'm gonna move over here. Systems. Okay, and then you also need automation. What is this? Okay, what does this mean? Well, what this means is what it gives you is leverage. And as a business owner, this is what you're looking for. You are looking for leverage, like a madman or mad woman, whatever you are. Okay, leverage comes in 4 forms. Okay, so you have code or media. Okay, code, media, capital, and labor. Okay, those are the 4 types of leverage. Now, a team gives you labor leverage. Systems and automation give you code leverage. Okay. You can maybe even group in like media under there if you have a system for like media. Okay. Now, in the initial stages, if you're kind of newer and you haven't really had any systems or any form of leverage outside of what you've currently been doing, or let's say you're brand new, okay, and you're like, well, I can't hire a team, I can't hire employees. Well, you don't need that. You don't need to worry about paying an employee or paying a salary to build a team. That's not how it works, right? What you need first and foremost are you need skills. Okay, you need specific skills, and that comes in the form of management. Management. You need to be able to lead, so leadership, and then you need to be able to hire. Okay, mainly when you're building a team, these are the 3 things you need. Okay, the skills of management, leadership, and hiring. Okay, so what is that? Where do you start with that? Well, when you're building a team and you don't want to go ahead and pay a salary to somebody, okay, what you can do instead is find people on commission basis. Okay, so you can find. I'm just going to put commish. Okay, commission. Okay, and you can pay people commission to come in and execute on high volume for your offer. So doing the outbound of high volume, like we talked about over here, right? Like we talked about, you are going to need to be doing 100 outreaches per day. Now, if you get 3 to 5 people on commission doing outbound, so those are outbound sales development reps or outbound growth specialists, is what we have on our team. These people come in and they're doing high volume outbound of over 100 outreaches per day. Okay, that's a lot of volume. Now, take that in. We're booking anywhere from potential of how many people that we have doing it at once. So let's say I got like 3 people, right? We could be doing anywhere from like 5 to like, 3, 5, even high end, like 6, 7, 8 calls booked a day. Okay. That's getting us some good volume. Okay. That's getting us some good book calls. Now, in regards to like systems, okay, like I said, so that's the team side of things. You're hiring, okay, you're hiring a team. You need to learn how to lead the team. So be a leader, not a follower. You be a leader and manage. Okay, that is your main goal outside of like creating the offer. And I mean, you can really find somebody for fulfillment as well when you do get clients. But ideally, what you're doing is you're managing. Okay, this wasn't really taught back here. Okay, in the old model, it was just like find client, close client, fulfill for client, repeat. Right, you're just doing it all on your own. But that is the game has changed. Like I said, sub niche, lots of volume, get more calls, book more clients, build a team, add systems, put automation to give you leverage, build the skills of management, leadership, and hiring, pay your team on commission. Okay. Put systems in place for automation. So, systems, this could be, you could be automating, so auto outreach or auto like follow up as well. Okay. You could have like automation for follow up or outreach. Okay. Systems could include, let's say, like fulfillment for fulfillment, right? So let's just say that you have a system that will put people in a onboarding process that's automated onboard, okay? And then you can even group that in with automation. And then fulfillment could be like a system of having like, let's say that you had like a media buyer for like your um, for like your ads. Let's say you're running ads, right? Media buyer, right? That's ideally what you're really focusing on. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom out for a second because I'm writing this all on my phone as like it's a whiteboard. So this is really it. Okay, so let's bring it back from the top. So old model, niche, general niche, 30 plus whatever outreaches, maybe getting you 3 to 5 calls back in the day when it was super easy to do so. A lot easier, right? More people were responding to emails. There was less spam. There was less, noise in the market. Okay. That was getting you a couple clients pretty easily. Nowadays, the game shifted, right? People have automation. People have the automated outreach. People have access to more systems, more information. Okay. But not everybody has it. And that's why you're watching this video, right? So ideally what's happening is you're going to be finding a sub niche, right? Understanding what it is that they want most, pains, problem, desires. And then you also want to have a system for going into that, but I can get into that in another video. And then you want to be doing high volume of outreach. So let's say over 100 plus outreaches daily, okay, to business owners or whoever it is that you're targeting. And then you want to be getting anywhere from like 3 low end to high end 5 calls a day, right? Let's just say you have a small team even then, okay, and getting 1 to 2 clients a week, okay, if that's what you're taking on, right? From there, what you're really focusing on, once you have this pretty much set up in place, a good offer, you understand who you're targeting, you have a system to getting book calls, right? Now you need a team in place so you can go ahead and hire commission based setters. Okay, put systems in place so that they can follow the system to book calls for you. Okay, even close calls if you want like a closer. And then automation that can give you everybody leverage, not just yourself, but everybody, even your closers, right? So follow up is automated, all that stuff. So you can streamline the process faster. Okay, systems for fulfillment. So fulfilling, like say you're running ads and you want to have a media buyer come on, they'll actually do the fulfillment for you, even if it's like creatives as well, even for systems for onboarding. So you have a seamless onboarding process as well. Okay. But the main thing that you're going to be focusing on right here is the skill portion. Okay. As a entrepreneur, you need to be focusing on here. Okay, hiring, managing, and leading a team that can go ahead and give you the leverage that you need to succeed with this new model. Okay, that is the key. Okay, I hope this made sense, and I hope this has been very valuable for you as well. And if it has, leave a thumbs up, comment down below. And if you'd like to learn more about how we can install this exact client acquisition system in more detail into your business, go ahead and book a call with our team. We'd be happy to see how we can build out a custom solution for you. So I hope this was helpful, and have a good day. Cheers.